Now we're going to import a scriptable object named item. So first, under scripts, we will create a folder. We'll call it scriptable objects. And we'll go back to our folder that has chapter 5 components, and we'll see a file item.cs. So I'm going to drag item.cs over into scriptable objects. And we'll take a look at item. So you can see that rather than inheriting from mono behavior, class item inherits from scriptable object. So scriptable object essentially is a way to store data items and share data items among game objects. The alternative being to replicate data inside game objects. Okay, so we're going to have items of type coin and health. So we'll see how we use this in a moment. Let's go back to the game. So we're going to import a mono behavior script called consumable that will allow us to attach items to game objects. So back to our folder, we see consumable.cs, and here we're going to drag that into mono behaviors. Okay, and then if we double click on consumable, we can see that essentially the only function of consumable is to expose the scriptable object of type item, and we can use this to attach to a game object. Back to the game. So we're going to make our coin object consumable, and do that by just dragging the consumable script onto coin object. And since we wish to maintain that as a prefab, we're just going to apply that change. You can see that now with this consumable script we have that single item field that has currently an empty reference to an item. So how do we create an item? Well, we're going to go over into our scriptable objects folder in the project pane. And we're going to right mouse, select create, and you'll see at the top we have item as a choice. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to name that item coin. And you can see over in the inspector, I can now modify the fields of the item. So I will name this item coin. The item type is already set to coin, so that's the default. And I'm going to select the sprite. Let's see. Not that one. That one. Select the hearts and coins 4. And then quantity, we can say 0, stackable. We're going to check. Okay, so now let's go back to our coin object where we have the consumable script component attached, and we're going to see if we can find the scriptable object. If I click on the selector, I will see there's one script logic coin. So now we've bound that coin item to the consumable script, which is bound to the coin object. And then I will apply that because we really should be editing the prefab. All right, and then I'll also save the game. Okay, so now that our coin, this object that can be picked up, has an item attached through the consumable component. Let's go back to our player script, and we can uncomment, I think, all of it at this point. So first we get rid of the to-do remove, and then we should be able to get rid of the comment here. Okay, so what is this? What is this code doing now? So when we collide with a can be picked up item, a coin for example, we're going to pull out the consumable component. In particular, we're going to pull out the item attached to the consumable component. Print out a statement. If it's not null, then if it's a coin, essentially there's nothing to do, but we will hide the coin. And then if it's a health item, which will be a heart later on, we'll adjust the hit points by the quantity field of that item. So I'm going to save that. You can see just hit points we had left. We have print statements in there. So now let's see if this has any effect in our game. Since we're not changing health, we're just trying to see whether we can compile and there's no real issues, and we continue to pick up the coin. All right, you can see now we have a little statement from the code that we commented out, or uncommented out rather. So this is looking good. We'll stop the game, and I'll stop there. We'll see you in the next video.